Yes, I'll answer your questions now.
Swamiji, food side. Well, when you say that sometimes we ask you for something and then when you try to give it to us, we are saying no. Which part of us is saying no?
For anything you want, always one part of you does not want that in your life. That is why still you have not got it. Anything you want fully will be there. See, even relationship or money. One part of you which want to live active life wants money. One part of you which is always afraid and feeling the fear feels, oh, if money comes, I have to do so many things and maintain it. It's an insecurity. And insecurity without money is much more easy to handle than the insecurity with money.
Okay, so then
Threats. So all that is the confusion.
okay, so why don't you ever tell us? Oh, you said no. Let's try again.
I don't want to, no, you are asking me, I should tell no.
You should tell us that when you try to give it to us, we said no to you because we're not aware of that. So
Okay, what I am saying, now you can make a clear statement within you, whether I am aware or not, this is what I want. If any part of me says no, please don't listen, give this to me. That will give me the right to give that to you.
okay,
That will give me the right to give the clarity to you.
thank you.
And what do you want?
Swamiji, foot side. Swamiji, mind, biomemory, which is having much power to put us in depression or low mood.
Mind itself can put you in depression because you are not that powerful than mind. But biomemory can overpower mind. It is the part of biomemory which expresses as mind in you. So the purification of biomemory will make sure mind cannot play game with you.
Swamiji, when Kalabhairava landed, I couldn't see anything, but I could literally feel. I could feel his presence. Every pore, like literally every hair stood up. But the fact that I don't see visions, does it mean that the third eye is not awakened to see the vision, or is it that I experience it differently?
No, no, actually, capacity to see visions are not awakened is true, but that is not always required to become enlightened,
Thank you so much.
to reach the ultimate.
Thank you so
But
much.
capacity to see visions will make the journey very juicy and joyful. That's all.
Thank you so much.
Swamiji, how does the biomemory influence the muscle memory?
Biomemory is the owner, higher power. Muscle memory is the smaller, like your everyday likes, dislikes also is finally dependent on the way you respond to your deepest fears and greed.
Does this process remove intense anger?
Does this process?
Remove intense anger?
Intense anger is nothing but the violence you carry about you. So naturally that will be healed. When that is healed, the anger will disappear. Actually, the Shivoham experience is much more than enlightenment. In enlightenment, the powers may not express, but in Shivoham process, sure powers will start expressing. Because Mahadeva comes with all his glory, with all his powers and strength and energies and
Is there any correlation between what sort of patterns are stored in which part of our body?
yes. If you always feel life is too much, you'll have the knee. That too much is stored on the knees.
Okay.
And constantly feeling stressful and too much responsibility you have, it affects the shoulder. Feeling emotionally unable to trust, that affects this area. So the specific parts of the body do directly record specific biomemories and they do get affected by it.
So what would be for the head, Swamiji?
Now, head
So
is like a,
if you constantly have a
it
headache.
holds everything.
Okay.
So the decision making is in the head only.
So if I constantly have a headache, it means that it's overall
Now you
everything.
feel the decision making is too much.
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji.
You said the juiciness that people experience from like the visions and, being very physical through the process. Is that contingent upon like the type of past life that they might have had? Or
No. It has nothing to do with the past life.
is there a way to cultivate that?
Huh?
Is there a way that I don't really have that experience? Is there a way to cultivate that?
No, you don't need to cultivate and all this process. This is whatever I am doing now doesn't come by you cultivating. You cultivating will take I don't know how many births. So understand.
Okay.
So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yes, Swamiji. Once the process starts, do we just go with the flow and assume that all our desires will be fulfilled, or do we need to make a strong sankalpa?
Nothing. You don't need to do anything.
Do anything? Thank you, Swamiji.
Swamiji, where the self-doubt feeling is in the body, is there...
Oh, say, STHD is all over the body.
Okay.
So while the process, I was sleeping, but I was sorry, my eyes were open. I was seeing you. Okay, but I don't know, somehow I was sleeping.
That is restful awareness. That's okay. Go ahead.
Could you elaborate more on what you said about the Shivoham process being, or what I heard you say about Shivoham process being more than enlightenment, and also in the context?
You see, in the enlightenment, you may not get powers. It is just getting annihilated. Your individual identity getting annihilated. There is no guarantee your biomemories will start radiating extraordinary powers. Understand? In the enlightenment, the very goal idea is your thoughts about it. And you get into the conscious space, leaving the thought. So it may be the same pond in which you take bath, but different steps. The enlightenment step area, if you get into the pond, it's a water without any color. But the Shivoham steps, if you get into the same pond, it's a water full of colors. It's a colorful water there. So when you come back, you will be so colorful.
Could you help me understand what you're doing with respect to the states of consciousness or levels of samadhi?
The states of consciousness, I am putting you in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, but taking you in the direction, even before you go or after you experience. See, the route in which you go, usually you come back in the same route only. So the route I am taking you is full of so many powers and experiences and a colorful, life-based route. So when you go and come back in that same route, while you are going and experiencing, when you are coming, settling down, in all these three times, you will be radiating that colorfulness, that joy with multiple powers and ability to manipulate your reality.
When you keep commanding our Kundalini to be awakened, somehow in my body, personally, I feel normal, just as everything. And I'm just wondering if I'm not benefiting, but if my Kundalini is being awakened.
Don't worry about that. Whether your body, what you feel normal, all about that, don't worry.
Okay.
You will see it's happening.
Thank you.
What was that white? What was that white light coming out of your forehead?
When the samadhi, the experiences, see, when I radiate that higher consciousness, based on each one of your expectations and need, that consciousness appears to you. So the white light you saw in the forehead, in that area, you can call that as a third eye.
Swamiji, so whatever I perceive seems to be influenced by the identity that I'm holding. So is Shivoham an identity also?
No, the identity will be eaten away by Shivoham. See, only the minimal identity required to handle your day-to-day life without others feeling that you are an alien, only that much will be allowed to be, but you yourself will not be connecting with it as you usually connect with it. See, the minimum identity which is required for people not to feel you are an alien only will be left in you.
I can't help but notice a lot of people are falling asleep, including myself. What is the body going through for it to shut down like a lampshade, to just
whenever
being
your
awake?
body feels too much is happening, it falls asleep. There is an automatic shutdown system when it feels too much is happening. It's like if you feel through every pore somebody is entering you, you feel, come on, let me sleep. That is why even if you stand in the waterfalls, if the water tries to enter in, because of that pressure, naturally it tries to enter into every pore of your body, you feel like falling asleep. Immediately after the bath, you will feel like falling asleep. It's like a conscious waterfalls.
This thing what you told about this enlightenment and Shivoham is very interesting, Swamiji, because last time I had this doubt. I asked what is the difference between sannyas and enlightenment. You said enlightenment means putting the, separating the consciousness, biomemory, vis-a-vis the mind and the physical body. So now it's a little confusing for me. Like Shivoham means it's only the part with the consciousness and biomemory. That's it.
No. Same enlightenment. In Shivoham, you get powers. That's all. Different powers will be awakened in you. Your brain will become more sharp. Your decision making will become more powerful. You will be able to see the future. Third eye awakening. Like this, different powers also starts getting awakened in your system. Because Shiva, enlightenment with all the auspicious qualities. See, Satchidananda with Ananta Kalyana Gunas is Shiva.
Okay, Swamiji. Exactly what I'm asking.
Satchidanandam is the enlightenment. The consciousness, awareness, bliss is enlightenment. But Shiva is consciousness, awareness and bliss and all the powers expressing. In enlightenment, all the powers are potential. But in the Shivoham process, all the powers will be expressing. Understand? You see, I can give you some visible example. Ramana Maharishi is enlightened. I'm not disrespecting. But if you see the powers Paramahamsa Yogananda radiated, he is also enlightened. Powers Paramahamsa Yogananda radiated is totally different. Ramana Maharishi radiated only that silence and bliss. But with Paramahamsa Yogananda, you see so many powers manifesting. Like that, when you, in the Shivoham process, when you travel in this path, you manifest tons and tons of powers also.
So we did the Homa yesterday, and you mentioned that it was a prerequisite for this process. We have another puja in 2 days, the Maheshwara Puja.
See, I said, it will be great to have mother's permission to enter into Shivoham process because she holds the key for home. It's only always with her blessing you can enter into the house.
Yes. So I understand that the Maheshwara Puja is mainly for the departed souls, but will it have any effect on the person who's...
See, basically Maheshwara Puja, more than the departed soul, the component which they left in you gets completed. That is the way it directly affects you. Please understand. For example, somebody's father. he left. He will be already in another one body if he has had a natural death. But the incompletions he left with you, the incompletions you have with him, he will still be suffering with that same pattern in his new father, new life. In the Maheshwara Puja, when this part of him is completed, suddenly he will be complete with those patterns. He will be moving in his life to the next level. So Maheshwara Puja does more in you. I can say that at least equal to you than what it does to the people who have left the body. All, not only Maheshwara Puja, Shraddha, everything. Actually,
like
when
a channel.
Kalabhairava lands, he just shakes and wakes up everyone through Anandagandha only. He holds all of you through Anandagandha and just wakes up.
So we won't
He's
run
a
away.
raw guy. He is not at all sophisticated. Too raw, but delivers.
Definitely.
Swamiji.
See, Kalabhairava is not sophisticated like how you carry the concept of God. It should be, oh my son, come on, how are you? What do you want? Nothing. He will not even ask you what do you want. He will just look and say, He will see what you want and deliver it. He's too raw. And the same way, he will exactly put the finger on where it pains and exactly pull that tumor out. He won't even tell you, hey, I'm going to do surgery. You get ready, prepare. That's all. The best dimension of Mahadeva is Kalabhairava, I tell you. The best dimension of Mahadeva is Kalabhairava. And nothing like him, either in giving or giving love or healing or giving spiritual experiences or enlightenment, is just uncomparable.